Hello, I'm Oliver Haisman. I'm currently in my final year studying graphic design, bachelor's at Falmouth University. This presentation is just all about the extracurricular work I've been doing alongside my studies, things that have really just helped me prepare for life after university. I've been working at a bar, I've been doing some freelance design work, and I've namely been trying to develop my tattoo practice into something I can take forward into the future. Each of these things, they do connect in different ways, but they've all helped me grow quite a lot, really creatively, and especially personally. So I just wanted to share a bit about that journey, what I've been doing to go from where I am now to where I'd like to be in the future. So one of the first things I've done this year is get a job at a bar called Blueprint in Falmouth Town. Bartending is always something I've really loved ever since I was illegally working at 16. It's just always been a really personal passion of mine, and I've always loved the energy of nightlife, connecting with people and learning a hands-on skill. It's been really fun. I still practice bartending in my free time, even though I do it as a job as well. And though some people say it's not a career, it is really something I could see myself doing for a long time to come. And university is pretty expensive. This is helping me deal with my finances a little bit. Working behind the bar has always taught me a lot. It's not just about serving drinks, it's really about reading the room, high pressure situations, problem solving and working as part of a fast paced team. It's been really confidence boosting, and it's given me a better sense of structure and routine while I've been working through and finishing my degree. I like to think I've got quite good personal skills, and I think I really accredit all of those to my time working in hospitality. What's even more exciting is that this role at Blueprint has turned into something more creative focused. So I'll be doing paid graphic design for Blueprint, which ties obviously directly into the course. Every week I'll be designing posters for events they're hosting. There'll be DJs, open mics, theme nights. This hasn't started just yet, as my boss understands this course is a bit of a priority. But I've already got some briefs lined up for me to tackle after destinations. This has already involved talking to loads of DJs, musicians, comedians, photographers, and while they're not directly connected to what I'd like to do, talking with creatives really helps my own inspiration. And it's got me a good few more bookings for my tattoo business, which is obviously brilliant. Right now, I'm working on a new brand identity for a weekly electronic night they're going to be hosting in about a month's time, called Dark Room Sessions. I'll be treating this as a full identity project for a client. So it'd be from mood boards to logo development, refining, social media, and then once it would be completed, we'll be printing posters weekly, having the logo plastered everywhere as much as we can, and really pushing this. So it's been fun. I've immediately had a paid graphic design job. Currently, we're kind of in the back end of the design process. We're kind of talking about what we can continue to create, what we can build on to help build the brand's image outside the logo and the style I've created for the event. This job will ideally run through until August, when I leave Falmouth and move to Brighton. Obviously, I can't bartend remotely, but me and my manager have discussed this, and if the work keeps going and I keep being good at it, then this can be a remote graphic design job for me when I'm in Brighton, which will just further help me settle in, really. Outside my job and design work, I've been investing time into building my tattooing brand. Tattooing really is my dream ideal career right now, and it's been a huge passion of mine since my first year. And this year I've been treating it much more seriously. I've been developing my online presence, putting together some proper portfolios, obviously with my first project, and refining my style so it's a little bit more cohesive. I've been working on flash designs, documenting my process, and more regularly sharing on social platforms to get out there. I'm still trying to find a voice and a style that feels personal for me. Obviously it's a little bit tricky when most of my clients are also third years right now, so I don't have the time to get tattooed. But I'm hoping in the next few months and before I move to Brighton, this can really start picking up. I've put my name out there, which is really nice. My first project has helped with this a lot. My portfolio is now all sent out to different studios in Brighton, and I've had quite a good bit of feedback, which has been really nice. I've already had a few studios reach out to me after receiving my work, who say they're really impressed and would love to have me guesting with them when the time comes and I'm settled in Brighton. I think this is a good time to start developing this. My account's getting a little bit more traction lately. I'm currently at just over 400 followers, including some really big names, kind of people that I've looked up to for years now. I think particularly Dolly Tattoos in the top left. She's been following me lately, and it's really good to have this contact with and encouragement from some really huge artists. Alongside, I've been obviously reaching out to different studios, especially local studios. Obviously, I'm not going to be tattooing here, but it really helps to just be in contact with as many people as I can. I know it takes time to break into this industry, and it will, but I've been using this year, and obviously the last 2 as well, to really lay the groundwork, like networking, feedback, and just trying to show to other people that I'm really committed to making this into a career of mine. Throughout this time, obviously, I've been working through my graphic design course. I've been partaking in as many workshops as I can, fitting this in around, obviously, my own business, my workload, and working part-time. Taking part in these workshops and activities has really helped me to further build my confidence within the graphic design industry, and something I do feel is lacking when it comes to my own personal skills. Speaking to people whilst bartending and having confidence in my work is quite easy for me, but when it comes to design, I often find myself struggling to put confidence in myself. So these workshops, they've done a lot to build on that. The Birmingham Design Festival was one of the first workshops we did, and most notably, I think being able to work with different students alongside myself helped me a lot feel more confident within myself and allowed me to be more free within my work. Working with Jimmy Terrell especially was a lot of fun. His design style was completely different than mine, and during the workshop we had some really helpful talks. It was super encouraging, and especially whilst using a new medium that I was not very used to. Obviously, class of 25 hasn't quite been finished just yet, but I feel like I've been a little bit distant with my classmates during my time on this course, and little things like this just keep bringing me out my shell and interacting with more students and networking in ways I haven't before. Jonah's Falmouth University on Trial project achieved a similar thing for me, and it was just loads of fun interacting in a more critical manner with those around me, and I'm really glad I offered my own help off the back of this to be included in this presentation. The Epoch workshop was a highlight for me as well. I feel this went really well, and I think it's probably my favourite of all the workshops. Unfortunately, I wasn't picked to be brought up to Bristol to continue the workshop, but it was really fun talking with the brand strategist, and I found myself much more confident in my work when I was presenting to her, something that I often struggle to do when talking about my own design. So moving to Brighton. Brighton's really somewhere I want to live after uni. It's got a great creative scene, lots of music and tattoo culture, loads of design over there, and it's just a place that I feel quite drawn to. It really feels like the next step after Falmouth. I've already began contacting estate agents, just trying to get a sense of the housing market and what would be realistic for us. It is a big move, it's about 7 hours away, but I'm trying to be proactive. I'm looking into neighbourhoods, we're budgeting, and just really seeing what's available and what our expectations need to be. My main task lately has been trying to organise a moving van to help with the 7-hour drive, and it is looking promising. Unfortunately, with the way the market works in Brighton, most apartments are only available to rent with about 4 weeks notice, meaning I'm going to have to wait until about late June, mid-July before flooding Rightmove and getting on the phone and throwing out offers to all over the place. Luckily, me and my partner have been really good with our money the last 6 months, and we're in the position we can start setting aside some money and hopefully have a big lump sum that we can take to Brighton with us and give us a good buffer to let us get settled. This is me being very stressed, because this has been very stressful. We've had a lot of moving companies try and charge us £1,000 for a £500 job, and but it's good. It helps that we're doing this now, and not doing this last minute. As I mentioned, obviously I've been in contact with a lot of Brighton-based studios. The idea is to really keep building these connections, so that when I move, obviously I'll have some contacts that I can link up with, and hopefully as time goes on, some opportunities lined up for tattooing design and my bar work as well. So all of this, the bar work, the design jobs, the tattooing, and planning the move, it's made this year feel really purposeful so far. It has been challenging at times to juggle everything with uni, but I've learned how to manage my time better, I think. definitely communicate more professionally, and I've been trying to push myself creatively a lot more while kind of trying to hone in on the style of work I'd like to do in the future. But more than anything, I feel like I'm no longer waiting for graduation. I've really already started trying to build this life I want after university. I do plan to keep working, learning, growing in all of these areas. I really don't see them as separate paths, but just all about feeding into the creative lifestyle that I see for myself. So that's about it. Yeah, as I say, it's been a really fun year so far, and hopefully we can keep things in motion. Thank you.